Alright, what is up everybody? This is Zacharias. We're back again with more of Geneforge 2 Infestation. Let's go ahead and continue here. We're still in the town of Madab, about to talk to Learned Penner here. Despite her great age, Learned Penner stands straight and tall for a survival. As you approach her, the magic in the air makes your hair stand on end. She says, "When you came to Dry Peak, we knew you would find us. Now that you are here at last, there are things I must say. You are a Shaper. Soon you might carry news to your kind of what you have found here. Then I fear we will all be destroyed. It is vital that I tell you our story before tragedy happens. I want to tell you where we came from. I must convince you that we have a right to live. I would like to hear your story. I am glad you are interested. Please be patient with one who is old and tired. There is much to tell about our people and what was done to us. I was born on a place called Sucia Island. I doubt you have heard of it. Your people abandoned it and us long ago. It spent many years as a secret. It was a place where Shapers did research. Forbidden research we do not understand. They made something called a Geneforge. It was a pool of charged essence that could make one of your kind incredibly powerful. I don't understand it, but I do understand is what was done to us, to the survivals. Where is Sucia Island? Smoking ruins that remain of it are off the coast far to the northwest. Where were you on Sucia Island? I was a free survival. First young, then old, then a leader. All will come clear as I tell my story. What was done to the survivals? Sucia Island was abandoned and barred by the Shapers. The penalty for a visit was death. However, when the Shapers left, they left many survivals to their workers behind. Your kind just left us there, to starve, I suppose. But we lived. We were hungry and hunted, but we survived. With no Shapers to tell us what to do, we developed our own thoughts and skills and our own ideas. We lived on our own for many years. If you have wondered how we survivals got so smart, now you know. When you left, we were simple, asleep. Once you were gone, we woke up. Awakened, we lived like that for years, eventually becoming almost happy, but then a Shaper found our island. You call yourselves Awakened. Yes, that is when we developed our own way of thought and selected that name. Was your band the only survivors on Sucia Island? No, there were others. The Inuit on the hills, the Takers consumed with rage, the Obeyers who foolishly thought the Shapers would take them in again. Some escaped the island when the Shapers brought their fire, the rest were lost. A Shaper found Sucia Island? In time. First, outsiders from over the sea, called the Sholai, came to Sucia Island and looted the treasures there. Artifacts and knowledge both. Then they kidnapped the Shaper to teach them how to use the power of the Geneforge. The Shaper refused. There was fighting. I don't know the details, but the Shaper escaped the island. He told the Shaper Council what had happened. Shapers came to Sucia Island in force and our peace ended. The Shapers were going to destroy us. We were too smart and independent. However, two of the Shapers who came to Sucia Island had different ideas. Their names were Zachariah and Barzal. They wanted the power of Sucia Island for themselves. They took the secrets and many of us free survivals and brought us here, to these mountains. What happened to the Sholai? I don't know. I never met them. They didn't come to us for help. What happened to the survivals who weren't awakened? Death, mostly. A few of them found boats and fled the island. Some of them followed us to these mountains. These were Takers. Our Takers. They live in the higher peaks of the west, experimenting and hoarding power. The rest, I don't know. What did you do when you got to these mountains? We built all this, all that you see around you. The towns, the roads, the forest, we made it all. Zachariah stayed in Dry Peak as a front. He guarded us at the entrance to the mountains, concealing our great work. With my guidance, the Awakened who escaped built Madab. The Awakened survived. Barzal went west and built the City of Rising, where he could do his research. Finally, some embittered survivals went into the waste of the west to join surviving Takers and form That's Us. Then the argument started. I was sent here to speak with Zachariah and Barzal. And you have already met Shaper Zachariah. I have not talked with him in some time. Shaper Barzal is in Rising. I have not spoken personally to him in some years. Rising fights us now. What arguments? Through all our labors, we knew that we were in great danger. If the Shapers ever found us, we would be attacked and destroyed. In time, each settlement came up with their own way to deal with the threat. We of the Awakened want to make defenses for these valleys. We must make ourselves safe from the Shapers. Then we will contact them and deal with them as equals. Barzal and the Shapers of Rising are much more militant. They want to make an army and form our own nation out here in the wilderness, taking more land if they can. They will fight the Shapers, it will destroy them. And the survivors of Zas Us are mad. They want to destroy the Shapers entirely, even though it will result in their own deaths. We have all grown afraid and paranoid, and the settlements to the west have responded by turning on us. It is sad and futile, but there we are. What does this have to do with me? I want to tell you of our beliefs of the Awaken. I want to try to convince you to help us. You are young, your vision might not have been clouded by Shaper propaganda and Shaper power, and that is our story. Now that you know it, I can ask for your help. I want you to help us. I want justice, peace. Please, help us to survive and live in peace. I don't know what to do, but I'll listen to what you have to say. I know what turning your back on the Shapers would cost you. Your consideration is all I can ask. I hope that meeting free, independent creatures would awaken some mercy within you. Let me tell you of our needs and plans in the hope that you might accept and aid us. I would like to know more about the Awaken. Our beliefs are simple, Shaper. We believe that we survivors are intelligent and independent creatures. We were left to be free, and we want to keep that. We should be able to deal with the Shapers as equals. We wish fair exchange. Nothing should be stolen from us. If we give you something, we should get something in return. This is what we see as justice. We would like you to join us and speak for us. If there is still a part of you that feels that creations are treated cruelly and we should be allowed to exist on our own, I ask for your aid. I want to discuss the Awaken. I appreciate your willingness to listen. Few Shapers would give us that much. Did you create the Awaken? No, but I knew the survivor who did. His name was Elra. He was our leader on Sucia Island. He was so wise, so strong. I have never known his like. I never will again. Yet his strength was not infinite. He fled with us as Sucia Island was scorched by the Shapers. Losing all he built, coming here, and settling a new land took too much out of him. He fell ill and died. His tomb is to the north. If you wish, one day you should go north and visit it. It is always worthwhile to pay respect to the truly great, whatever their species. I want to know more about your beliefs. They appeared naturally. The Shapers left us. We had to grow up. We had to learn to look after ourselves. In the process, we became like the commons. We want to be treated like them. When we fled Sucia Island, we took books with us. You can find them here and in Triola. Read them to learn more. Shapers keep tight control over creations for a reason. Not doing so leads to disaster. That is a story you tell yourselves to justify your actions. Yet what you do is wrong. Shapers created you. Don't you owe us something? All you have is because of us. No, Shaper, we do not owe you anything. A child does not owe a parent a life of slavery, and we do not owe the same to you. Creation is a kind act, a generous one. Yet total slavish obedience is too much to expect of anyone. I have no interest in joining you. You are our creations. You owe us everything. It is as I expected. You are beyond mercy. I am sorry to hear it. I will not give up hope in you, though. Look around, see what your kind has done to us. Maybe one day you will change your mind. There is something we need to discuss. Now that you have heard my story, I am eager to help. Go on. I am looking for someone named Barzal. Do you know where he is? Oh yes, I know Barzal well. He is the leader of the city of Rising to the southwest. There he uses stolen Shaper knowledge to make himself strong and mad in equal measures. You can go meet him if you want. He may have much of interest to tell you. That is, of course, if he doesn't stab you first. I have lost my trainer. Her name is Shanti. Do you know where she is? I do not know of her. I am sorry. However, the scouts who came to aid you said that they saw in the distance a fight between your attackers and another human. They knocked the human out and dragged it off. It was all seen from a distance, though. Whether it was your trainer or not, I do not know. Can you give me any sort of training or assistance? No, there is no help for you here. You have shown yourself to not be for us. Tell me about the other settlements in these mountains. There is Dry Peak. That's the mass that hides from the Shapers what has been happening in these mountains. Then there is Rising to the southwest. They are warriors determined to fight the Shapers. And by fight, I mean antagonize. And then there is Zas Us to the west. It is ruled by the surviving Takers, a sect on Sucia Island dedicated to vengeance and the destruction of the Shapers. They claim they have a way to beat the Shapers in battle, and maybe they do. They also hate your kind. You will be at great risk if you go there. And if times were not hard enough, our people have started to get ill. Survivors are falling ill? Yes, a new disease. It makes us weak and tired, and harms our skin. That is as bad as it has gotten so far. but I think it will get worse. You should talk to Cornelian about it. She is a Shaper too. She has been working to cure us. I have nothing else to ask. Do you need anything else? That is all I have to say. Good day to you, then. I hope in the end you choose justice. We of the Awaken have fair requests. When the Shapers return, they will be presented in a spirit of openness and good wishes. Any creation with the presence to say, I am a thinking, free being, must become one. A free thinking creation will be bound by the same laws as common and be punished for crimes in the same way. A free thinking creation will be able to sell goods and labor freely and be bound by the same laws as a common. A free thinking creation capable of magic can apply to learn this power according to the same laws as a common. Okay, let's head out then. The path ahead has been seeded but with Shaper mines, 2 long rows of them. The inert, volatile creatures are ready to explode when an enemy approaches. You note that the sensor tendrils atop the mines don't point at you when you get close. They have not been created to hurt you. Their creator, whoever it was, primed them for a different target. The dirty leader of these dirty survivals is sitting by the fire, absorbing smoke and grilling meat on the bone. He's worn out. These warriors haven't had reinforcements for a while. He looks unsurprised as you approach. Greetings, Shaper Eve. Word of your arrival spread even to us out here. I am Alvarni. Welcome to our miserable little camp. Why are you camped out here? There is a large camp of invaders to the southwest. Takers from Zas Us came to spy on Madab. Maybe even raid us. We're here to box them in. We would like to destroy them, but we aren't strong enough. So we wait here, watching and unable to do anything. What are takers? Survivals who want war with Shapers, who want to attack you. Totally mad. The Awakened want nothing to do with them, which makes them hate us too. Where is Zas Us? West of here, past a huge, nasty marsh, then a guarded mountain pass, then a wasteland full of armed, crazy takers and their crazy creations. The Shaper won't be welcome there. If you go, be ready to fight. What if I helped you attack them? He thinks about this and nods. Yes, an actual Shaper would be a real help. We get our orders from Selly, though. He is in Madab. We wouldn't attack unless he said so. I could use some assistance. Can you give me any supplies? You are a Shaper. Learned Penner did send word that I should assist you. If you find anything in our little camp of use, help yourself. Where do these mines come from? I'm not sure my leaders would want me to say. I am a Shaper and I mean no harm. You can trust me. He nods, barely recognizing the effects of Shaper command upon him. They are bred in the Mage's complex. They then carried out to where we need them, very carefully. They explode if we're not cautious. Sully has given the order. You are to attack the rogues, and I am to help you. You expected Alvarni to be cheered by this news. Instead, he is scared. I see. Well, the enemy is strong. We will be able to help you, but not yet. We will prepare. Come back soon and we can attack. Though he said he'll start to prepare, he doesn't look like he's about to do anything. Morale here is very low. Survival, Sully's orders are clear. Help me, and if you don't, you will never get out of this miserable place. Your Shaper training lets you put great command into your words. It is enough to jolt the Survivals out of their apathy. As he watched, the Survivals put on their armor and draw their weapons. Alvarni sends one of the guards back to Madab with the news of the attack. Then he says, Shaper, we are on the way. Follow us and help us. Without your aid, we'll all end up dead. Onward! The Survivals shout, raise their blades in the air and charge. Sorrels walks up to you. Thank you, Shaper. Thank you for your help. We are returning to Madab now, hopefully to be sent somewhere better. Then the Sorrels head back to safety, moving as fast as they can. Perfect. Okay, and I can explore here for a little bit. First, let me see something. Wait, let me... This... Blessing magic up to 4. Just wanted to make sure leadership was up. Let's sell that. If I don't make creations. Crack. No, we're not going to use canisters. What happens if we do trigger the trap? Okay, that's not too bad. Next level up, I'll get leadership to level 8, and that will be all the leadership I need. And then we'll work on getting mechanics up. I'm pretty much good on stealth, I think. I don't really need to get a bunch of stealth levels. Okay, get XP for that. Crystal Woven Chitin. Okay, yeah, let me put that on. So that's a boost to blessing magic. I think if I have stuff that's giving me like a boost to blessing magic, I might as well stick on working on leadership and mechanics in the meantime. So yeah, just one more level of leadership and then work on mechanics. Yeah, I know the game says that agents tend to be harder to play, but I'm having fun with it. I've said that before, but I'll say it again because I really am enjoying it. Well, screw your Terrify effect. Screw your Terrify effect. Screw your freaking Terrify effect. Screw your freaking Terrify effect. I swear. It's a good thing we quick saved, though. And no, I don't want any canisters. It is too bad, though, that I'm not more supportive of the Awakened, because I do think they have a very strong argument, but like I said, I am gonna stay true to the Shapers for my playthrough anyway. But yeah, we are definitely going back and getting that kitten armor, because that is very good. Very, very good armor. I don't care if no charged militia seen me. That's the freaking Terrify effect. Dang it. I know I say that a lot too, but yeah, it's just an annoying like effect. Get out of here with that. Yeah, we're definitely putting that back on though. But yeah, I know if you're probably watching this walkthrough, you probably expect me to like do more creations, but I hope you understand that you can play this game however you want. I think having an agent is fun, to be honest. Quick save. I mean, yeah, I'm dying because of no creations, but I am really enjoying it. And I know I keep doing this a lot as well, but yeah, we'll just use physical. That's the freaking Terrify effect. Good lord. Oh my gosh. Really? I have to just go in there and blast all of them here. This area is trapped. Okay, so this was just for another one of these. Oh. Rat. And that's why I also want to get mechanics up. I wonder if I can go back to that Drake, though, and get the crystal I was holding now. I wonder if I have enough leadership for that. Oh, there's no exit to the left here, just the up and right. Okay. Alright, so let's head back over to the Crystal Cavern then. See if we can force that Drake to give us his crystal. Our leadership is high enough. Creature, I command you, give me that crystal. Do this and I will let you live in peace here. Suddenly you have Wix's full attention. It is not pleasant. It rises up to its full height and inhales. You smell sulfur. You can see that despite its age, it is still a solid brick of ice, fuel, and muscle. Shaper, it is time for you to go. Go! Drake, I am a Shaper. Surrender the crystal or I will destroy you in an instant. You and Wix stare each other down. You summon all the power and confidence you can, trying to reach deep within and touch the obedience bred into it. Finally, it is Wix who breaks. It slumps back, will broken. It reaches under itself and removes a beautiful red crystal. It moves forward obediently and sets it in front of you. Then it moves back, lies down, closes its eyes, and ignores you. Okay, so we got that pure crystal shard. Worth 1,000 coins, but it is a valuable item that we will need to save for an item. First, in the meantime, head back to Dry Peak to recharge. And then we'll go back to Sharon's Grove. I have been beyond the tunnel. I need the aid you promised. You describe the situation to Sharon. Her surprise and dismay are genuine. So that has happened. We both know the danger. In return, there are two things I can give you. She hands you a key. This key will let you into the woods behind my home and into my storeroom as well. Then she hands you a bracelet. It is made of gold and has 5 holes in it, each the shape of a fang. This is an artifact of my creation, infused with essence. It has the ability to increase in power as the owner's valor grows. It is an odd enchantment, but it may be of use to you. Go behind my home and slay the creations there. The bracelet will absorb their power and grow stronger. But beware, some of my creations are very powerful. Shanty and I were sent here to complete a mission. Shanty has been attacked. I am sad to hear it. I hope she is only being held hostage somewhere still alive. There has been illegal shaping taking place in the high peaks. What did you know about it? Sharon shakes her head. I heard that Barzal disappeared. After that, I suspected that something was happening. It was impossible not to. I saw the survivors and humans slipping to the northwest with supplies, books, materials. I sensed the changes in nature, the presence of powerful shaping. Yet, I was silent. I hoped that nothing too terrible was happening, and I did not want to reveal myself to the Shapers again. For that, I suppose I will pay. There will be many punishments. Can you tell me anything else about Barzal? No, I met him only briefly. Even in that short time, his ambition burned bright. I heard the stories that he was killed, but to tell the truth, I never believed that. I believed that he was one of the ones who had a Northwest with all the others. To do what? I didn't know. I didn't care. What sort of punishments will you expect? For people to engage in major shaping without the permission of the Shaper Council is both illegal and highly dangerous. The wrong sort of life form released into the world and allowed to breed could cause incredible damage. The ones here who were responsible, they will die. The ones who knew of it and did nothing, I think it will go hard for them, for us. It is harsh, yet the danger is so great that the council is right. Their way in this is just, even if it means my life is forfeit. You can create powerful magic items? Perhaps. There is an experiment I would like to try. It would be very difficult and the components would be hard to find, so I have only theory to work with. I have made plans to create an enchanted ring. This ring would help any who follow the way of stealth and diplomacy. It would be a precious tool for those who rely on stealth and cunning, not battle. If you were able to help me perform this experiment, I would, in return, let you take the ring I made. What would I need to get? I would require a shard of crystal, totally pure and flawless. I need purified essence, very difficult for even a skilled shaper to make. Finally, I need a fresh, undamaged leg tendon of a drake. With these 3 components, I could fashion a ring. Where might I find these things? I don't know. These are very rare, precious components. If you explore the mountains, I would look for old shaper laboratories. Sometimes things kept in storerooms are forgotten and left behind. About this magic ring you can make. Yes, I am not hoping to even be able to complete the experiment. The ingredients are too difficult to find. Again, you need to bring me a shard of flawless crystal, some purified essence, and the flawless tendon of a drake. I found a flawless crystal. She takes the crystal. Excellent. It is a beautiful piece of stone, utterly flawless. Exactly what I need. I'll see what I can do to find the components. I wish you luck, but I am not optimistic. Okay, cool. Right, get shaper equipment, find lost orcs. Alright, first let's turn in that quest in Medab. Ooh, there's somebody I haven't talked to yet. The settlement of rogues to the southwest has been destroyed. I have heard. We have investigated and found out the attackers were from Us to the west. They were powerful. You have done us a great service destroying them. Telly enters the city hall for a few minutes and returns with a large pouch for you. It contains several gems and a wand. This is your bounty. As always, the Shapers are kind to us. The survival is very young, probably around 12 years old enough to be put to work by the Shapers. But Madab has not given her useful labor yet. She is very scared of you. When you ask who she is, she only says in a soft voice, Lights. Where are you from, Lights? He says in a quiet voice, Sucia Island. How'd you get here? Shapers came to our island. Bad things happened. Tinder took me away, made me safe. What did the Shapers do? One was good, one was kind to me. But the rest, they didn't like us survivals. Most of us are gone now. Tinder took me away. How old were you when that happened? Little, very little. She starts to tremble. You let her go before she panics. Why are you scared of me? I am sorry, Shaper. I will obey you. She bows her head. Whatever happened to her, it must have been awful. There is nothing else you can learn from her right now. You let her go. Who was the kind Shaper? She says something. She is very quiet, but you think she says Zachary. Then she starts to tremble. You let her go before she panics. Find Zion's package, get Shaper equipment, find lost orcs, find Dana's book. Oh yeah. Go ahead and drop off the Shaper equipment really quick and see what we can buy from her. Out of Sucor. Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, I don't need anything else here for now. Oh, I have rubies in here too. Rod of Sucor. Alright, find lost orcs. Alright, let me make sure the game is saved right here, and I'll see you all in the next part.